Disney Company, which owns ABC News and is home to family-friendly hits like Frozen,
Let it go, let it go.
Pirates of the Caribbean,
There's a witch and a pirate in my shop!
Well, it's your lucky day.
and Coco,
I'm turning into a skeleton.
What?
Cue the music.
acquiring 21st Century Fox's movie and TV empire, which includes edgier assets like FX, NatGeo, and a number of top-rated comic book franchises. For Star Wars lovers, the deal means bringing all the episodes under one roof. Superhero fans can look forward to potential reunions, like Fox's X-Men and the Fantastic Four, with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It also gives Disney a majority stake in popular streaming service Hulu, and will add shows like The Simpsons and classic films like The Sound of Music to Disney's library. Just as the company lays the groundwork to launch its own streaming platform in 2019 and pull content from Netflix. The mastermind behind the union, Disney CEO Bob Iger, who since taking over in 2005 has expanded the company's theme parks, opening Shanghai Disney Resort, and acquired popular creators like Pixar, Lucasfilm, and Marvel. While there's been recent speculation of Iger running for president, it looks like for now he'll have his hands full with this new entertainment juggernaut.
Meantime, Fox News channels like Fox News and Fox Business, as well as Fox Sports, are not part of the deal. They will be offered to existing Fox shareholders in a new company. And like all acquisitions, this one is still subject to regulatory approval. But you can't understate the significance of this to consumers in the entertainment industry.
Absolutely.
And a lot of questions for the man in charge, Disney CEO Bob Iger. He joins us now. Bob, thanks for joining us this morning. $52.4 billion, according to the press release. That is a huge bet. Why are you making it?
Well, we're making it because this gives us the ability to marry the great content of Fox with the great content of Disney. It gives us a much larger international footprint, and it enables us to use cutting-edge technology to reach consumers in far more compelling ways, and we know how important that is in today's world.
Explain that cutting-edge technology. What difference is this going to make to everyone at home watching?
Well, I think it's pretty clear today that consumers want access to entertainment, one, that is high quality, but two, they want access pretty much anywhere, anytime, anyhow. And it requires new technology to be able to deliver it in that fashion. Hulu certainly provides that, so the controlling stake in Hulu that we will acquire with this acquisition is one way to provide that. Another is the Fox international footprint has some extremely high-end technology to deliver all this content to consumers in more modern ways. Sky in Europe is a good example of that. Star India, another one. And so to the consumer, not only will they be getting more great content, high quality content, but they'll be getting it in ways that they demand, innovative ways that today's consumer requires, really, in terms of increasing in their consumption and enjoying their consumption of entertainment.
So is it fair to think of this as Disney becoming a new Netflix?
Well, we've been in the process of launching a direct-to-consumer service. It's one of the primary priorities of the company right now, to give us the ability to reach consumers directly. And we're going to launch an ESPN direct service in 2018 and a Disney-branded service in 2019. This clearly will jumpstart those efforts, give us more content, more producing capabilities for those services. And we're not really looking to necessarily reach the scale of Netflix quickly, but we certainly aim to be an able competitor to theirs. But more importantly, we believe that this is the way of the future, to be able to reach consumers directly. There's clearly a value proposition associated with that, but it's also something that consumers want, because in doing so, you can tailor the offering to consumers in far more customized ways, more personalized ways.
You're talking about a lot of changes coming in the future. You were supposed to leave this position in 2019. You're going to stay now?
I am going to stay till the end of 2021. You know, I've got one of the greatest jobs in the world. I've enjoyed doing it for 12 years, and this combination makes it even more exciting, and I'm looking forward to the future at Disney.
You just can't quit Disney. I think this is the third time you were supposed to go.
I think I lost track.
Well, and I have to
I
ask
like
you.
Good Morning America so much that I want to stay involved with all of you.
Well, we appreciate that. I have to ask, as you know, there's been a lot of speculation about the possibility of a future in politics for you, even to run for president in 2020. So that's off the table.
Well, I hadn't made any decisions about what my future was going to be, but as I said, I enjoy this job immensely, and I'm looking forward to doing it for a few more years.
Okay, let me ask you.
But that was a political response. That was not a confirmation nor a denial about your political aspirations.
Well, but it's after 2020.
Okay, all right.
I'm sticking around to the end of 2021, so you do the math.
Let me ask you about the Murdochs. This is a big sale for them as well. Why do you think they wanted to make the deal with Disney?
Well, I have a lot of respect for Rupert Murdoch and what he's been able to build that company over the years. And he and I were musing at some point this summer about the industry and the need to reach consumers in the ways that I described and the disruptive forces that we both witnessed in our time in this business. And after some musing, it seemed to me that there might be an opportunity to put our companies together and to create something that's even better than the two that were separate companies. And so I think he viewed this as not only good for the assets that he had built, but good for the shareholders of his company. They'll be getting shares of Disney. Shareholders of 21st Century Fox will own roughly 24-25% of Disney. And when you look at that combination and the value of that currency, the Disney 21st Century Fox currency, I think from a shareholder perspective, it's very compelling. I think he was excited by the possibilities that this combined company could deliver and excited by the value-creating possibilities as well.
How about his sons? They've been playing major roles in the Fox Corporation. Is James Murdoch going to be coming to Disney?
They'll be announcing, or they are announcing, some plans of their own right now. James and I will be talking over the next number of months. He's going to be integral to the integration process, and he and I will be discussing whether there's a role for him or not at our company.
Well, one final question. We've all seen the government pushing back against this Time Warner AT&T deal. Expecting any resistance to this merger?
Well, this is a different kind of merger than theirs. I won't comment necessarily on theirs, but we're hoping that the government takes a look at this from a consumer point of view. And what we are aiming to do, as I discussed, is create more high-quality content, really on a global basis, and to deliver it to consumers in more exciting ways, in ways that they demand, in ways that they deserve. And so we believe that from a regulatory perspective, while it will go through a considerable amount of scrutiny globally, that this should be viewed as a positive combination from a consumer perspective, and because of that, we think the regulators we hope the regulators will look at it kindly.
Bob Iger, thanks very much. Congratulations.
And I had to say, Bob, whether
Thanks,
it's the
George.
parks
Thank you all.
or it's this kind of deal, that the consumer, that's at the forefront of all your thoughts. A majority.
It is. You know, when you think about Disney and you think about the things that we've made under the Disney brand and Pixar and Marvel and Lucasfilm and Star Wars, and by the way, that movie is coming out today, so we're pretty excited about that as well. And you add to that those great assets at Fox, at their studio, including Avatar, as for instance, or on their television side, FX and Fox Studios and the great shows that they've created. And you look at National Geographic, you know, very, very powerful and from a consumer perspective, a very, very attractive brand and product. And you add to that the global footprint. You know, we think that from a global consumer perspective, this will be an incredible company and will serve consumers really well.
Thanks for joining us this morning, Bob.
Thank you, Bob.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Great news about the merger and the fact that he's going to be staying on to 2021 to run this company.